feminine, let's go ahead and jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, you all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let us see, let us see. What are the messages, Spirit? For feminine, what does she need to know? What are the messages for feminine? Okay. We have radiant positivity. All right. It says maintain a radiant positivity by focusing on the good in your relationship. Practice gratitude, celebrate small victories, and support each other's happiness. All right. Beautiful energy coming through. Radiant positivity. All right. For our feminines. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? Oh, okay, that's a lot. It's a resilient partnership. We saw that in the last reading. Okay, resilient partnership between you and this person. We have grateful partnership, okay? Cultivate a grateful partnership by focusing on the positive, practice daily gratitude, celebrate each other's efforts, and appreciate the love you share. If it's one thing for sure, two things for certain, you're both grateful to have this connection. All right, that energy is repetitive thus far. Gratitude, gratitude, like celebrating each other's wins and efforts, victories. Yeah, nurturing love. All right, it says show a nurturing love by being attentive to your partner's needs. Offer emotional support, lend a helping hand, and create a safe space for vulnerability. That's been coming up too, feminine. You being that safe space for your partner. All right, it's a very nurturing, radiant, positive love. All right, radiant. Yeah, see. It says, let your love radiate by being a source of positivity, spread joy, kindness, and light in your relationship, and let your love shine brightly. All right. So you and this person are both into each other. All right. I feel like you have a very bright and vibrant, uplifting spirit, and your person is speaking about that right now. Like your love lifts them up in a way you don't even realize. And more than likely, their love does the same thing for you. The two of you are on this natural high right now. All right. Underlying energy is intuitive bond. That's really what the twin flame connection is all about. It's an intuitive bond, okay? So strengthen your intuitive bond by being attuned to each other's needs. Pay attention to nonverbal cues, trust your instincts, and respond with care and understanding. So paying your person extra close attention and vice versa, knowing what's what and when. You know what I mean? That's the energy coming through. Knowing when they may need a moment, knowing when they may need that extra support. Yeah, that intimacy, knowing when they may need to release sexual freedom, you know. But just paying attention to your partner paying attention to you. You guys are very connected, all right? Thank Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? What do they need to know? Messages for feminine. What do they need to know? It's a lot of things in here. That's probably why it's like we're going to take our time today. Messages for feminine. What do they need to know? These cards are serious today, girl. We have worthiness. All right. Very first card out for our feminines. What else do they need to know? Worthiness. Alright, for our feminines. I think that's just what it is. You know, you are worthy of this love. Your partner is worthy of this love. The Rainbow Reviver. Alright, rainbow, harmony, blessings, promises. Alright, so it's like the restoration of something here. Okay. You look at yourself in the mirror, or you see your reflection, and you see somebody who is worthy of peace, worthy of love, worthy of abundance, worthy of everything that their heart desires, and you're correct. Again, about that radiant energy, luminosity, you know, shining from within, okay? You have boundaries and are respecting your boundaries. Your person is being respectful of your boundaries. Resolving conflict. They really want to work something out with you here. Again, with the sexual freedom, all right? So there may be a need for some sort of release, all right? Because this card keeps coming up, this sexual freedom. All right, perhaps you and your person both want to release. There's a need to release, honey. Or something along those lines. Let's move this over so I can pull one more here For our feminines, if it just would cooperate, that would be great. All right. Thank you, Spirit. For our feminines. All right, we have commitment. Yep, we have maturity. This is a mature love. All right, you and your person both want the same thing. 1 second, feminine. All right, feminine. So as we were, yes. So we have commitment here, and then we have maturity. All right. So you and your person are both into wanting the same thing. Okay. Both see this as going the same direction. You know, you want to be together is what it looks like. Okay. Let's work through whatever issues we have, whatever our conflict is, so that we can be together. That's what I see here. Okay. Yeah. Spiritual maturity. We have maturity, and then we have spiritual maturity. All right. So we're talking about your age, you know, the wisdom from the experiences that you've had, that they've had, etc. But we're also talking about, you know, because a person could be really mature and be young. Okay. So it's about the things that you've gone through, the experience that you have that makes you wise. All right. Because I'm seeing an older person here kind of over the younger person. So I'm getting that. Like, you may come across a lot of the times as you're older than you are because of the level of maturity you have. With spiritual maturity, I feel like you've been ascending, you've been going up. Your person has been ascending. They've been going up. You know, they could have once upon a time been in this distorted masculine energy. But your radiant light, your positive energy, your nurturing love, it has helped restore them, their spirit. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Cups, I just saw. Yeah, let's get into the tarot, y'all. Let's see what the messages are here for our feminine. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? What do they need to know? We have the Six of Wands. All right, so the Six of Wands is all about overcoming obstacles and challenges. So again, when it comes to the conflict, you know, they're praying that the two of you can get past those things that you've gone through. And I feel like you will. All right, you certainly will. Temperance is about, you know, alignment. Something is going to happen because it's time to happen. We have the Page of Cups. I feel like this person has stopped themselves several times now from speaking up on certain things. Again, with the intuitive bond, you're picking up on a lot of what this person is feeling, but they're not saying. A part of what I'm seeing here is they're worried. You know, if we don't resolve this conflict and come together, am I going to lose my person? Okay, we have the Five of Cups. All right, now we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Okay, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Then we have the King of Wands. All right, King of Wands is taking action here. The Magician is manifesting something, bringing something in. All right, what do I want to manifest? I want to revive our relationship, our connection. I want to bring the joy back into it. That's what it feels like. All right, so perhaps something could have happened. Again, conflict. All right, what was the conflict? We'll see, but right now we have the Hermit. So whatever it is, it's like you've been to self, or they've been to self, but you've still been sitting to love. Nevertheless, some of you may know that this person doesn't feel worthy or doesn't feel deserving. If a person doesn't feel worthy or deserving of something, it's really little that you can do to convince them otherwise. They have to believe that they deserve the best. We have the Chariot and the Death card. But I do see this person going through some sort of rebirth. All right. Spiritual transformation. Again, maturity. Spiritual maturity. They're maturing in all ways. Okay. That's what I see here. All right. Your person is maturing in all ways. We have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is blocking something out, blocking someone out. We have the Three of Swords. This is heartache. This is pain. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So if you were the person that distanced yourself, just know that's how they were made to feel. Okay. A lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, lonely, missing you, you know, things like that. If this person had third party and that was something that was very heartbreaking for you, I do see that in this energy. So again, there's a lot of things that the two of you are going to have to talk about, work through. Okay, something that has occurred here, or maybe several things that have occurred here that have made you feel like you're just not sure if this is where you're going to be or where you're going to end up. But when we see something like commitment as the final card from a deck, okay, we can tell that the love is radiant. And so as long as you continue to nurture the bond, nurture the connection, you can overcome whatever you're going through. But there has to be that will and that desire, right? Because wands are the will, right? Wands are fire. So it's our will, it's our desire, it's our passion, it's our drive. Are you driven enough to make something happen? Are you determined enough to make something happen? That kind of energy, right? But I feel like, yes, the person wants what they want. You know, the heart wants what it wants kind of thing. Queen of Swords, right? So this person may feel like you're being kind of mean because the Queen of Swords is kind of cold in this deck, okay? She's sitting here with the heart with the pins in it, all right? So they like... with the Four of Cups, maybe they just have not received certain things from you in the physical, right? But they're definitely receiving it from you intuitively, because we have intuitive bond here. And then with resolving conflict, you can see the person sending the love. It's like there's still this heart-to-heart connection between you, regardless of what's going on the outside. Okay, there's still this other connection. I think I hear my baby coming. No, I thought I heard him. Maybe I did. Anyway, so the Hierophant is commitment, oftentimes leading up to marriage. Okay, yes, there he is. One second. All right, yeah, so again, commitment leading up to marriage, okay? High levels of commitment. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, all right? So the Page of Pentacles is, you know, be open-minded. That's what they want you to do. Open your mind. Look at this from a different point of view or something like that. Now, in this deck, the Hierophant has two women here, you know? So, yeah, no, it might be like they love you and, okay, now that's not for everybody. That's just for someone. All right, take it the way it applies for you and your situation. All right, something flipped itself in reverse. Oh, no, it didn't. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's betrayal here. So because this person didn't know what they wanted or with whom, that was the betrayal. But here's the Seven of Wands. Them coming in, standing up, fighting for this connection. They want their divine counterpart, the lovers. All right. The Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is building something up with this Queen of Cups. Okay, like I want to show you that I'm grateful for you. I want to show you that I love you. I want to show you that I care. Yeah, because the Queen of Swords is sideways. Now, if she would have came out in reverse, that would have been very scary, right? So Three of Pentacles is here. This is still commitment. It's still devotion. They want to come towards you, but it's like they don't know if they can. All right. That's the thing I like about this Page of Cups. All right. The person is sitting here writing something, but they go to scrumble the, you know, paper up like, never mind. Or what difference would it make? Or what's the use? Now, if some of you are with someone, let's say you have a soulmate, karmic, whatever you have going on, that person is like, well, what's the point? Even if not, maybe they're still in their head thinking that you could, or that it's a possibility that you're going to move on and be with someone else at some point. So again, what's the point? Okay, person is giving me Queen of Swords energy. I'm not sure if they're really into it anyway, but you already know that being bare represents vulnerability. So I still see you showing up in a vulnerable space. Perhaps that's why you're in the Queen of Swords energy. You like, I don't know if I can be vulnerable, right? But Spirit is guiding the two of you to nurture this bond and nurture this connection that y'all have. All right. Yeah, we have the Strength card. So Strength card is being graceful, being gracious, you know, the Chariot. The two of you can, again, get past this. But we have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is emotional withdrawal. All right. So I do feel like a lot of you were the ones to pull back because you felt like you were putting in a lot and weren't really getting that much. But in the event that the two of you were to put in the appropriate effort and energy, you have the radiant love, nurturing love, intuitive bond, you know. So there's this need to show appreciation to one another, okay? Could be through passionate moments, okay? But there's this need to show that appreciation, okay? Show that gratitude. We have Nine of Wands and it's sideways. Again, they want you to put your guard down, feminine. Okay, the Four of Wands. Yeah, they want to come into union with you. Again, with the passion exchange. Okay, they want to come into union with you here. All right. They think about you all the time with this devil. They really want to, okay. Let's just look. The devil is offering something, okay, in his hand. So, they're coming wanting to offer something. Okay. Sheesh, we got this Ace of Cups. Yeah, look at them. They're under the covers. These people on the swing. Child, this is a lot. All right, so the Sun card, happiness, bliss, enjoying each other. Okay, so that's what they want. The Star card is fate. The Page of Swords is their eyes being on you, watching you. Every move that you make, the person is watching you, honey. All right, this Five of Cups is like, you know, they have feelings of guilt here. Okay, perhaps for putting this connection on a back burner at some point in time when they know how happy it truly makes them, when all their heart is yearning for is to resolve whatever the conflict is. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. All they want is to talk. Yeah, this Emperor is heartbroken. Okay, again, they want to offer something. Their wand is very specific in this deck. I'm like trying to cover everything that I can. All right, but that's what they want. Let's talk. And by talk, for some of you, it might be something else. Okay, as well. Okay, talk might be something else. Okay, an adult conversation. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is my engagement ring and love readings, right? And so this person wants to come towards you, make this offer. Again, we already saw the Hierophant, which is higher levels of commitment, marriage. We see what they're ready for, okay? It says unwavering trust. They want to build the trust up in the connection as to where you don't doubt them at all. They want it to be as to where, you know, you believe what they say because they do love you. It's not a joke. Yeah, we have the Seven of Cups, all right? So the Seven of Cups is confusion and illusions. Uncertainty. So that's what they want to clear up. You know, wherever there's confusion, illusions, uncertainty, let's clear the air, because I don't need you thinking that this is something else, you know? I really do want to work on us, the world here. I've matured, and we talked about that. You know, I've matured, I've grown. All right, Page of Pentacles, it may have taken them some time, but Six of Cups, they are constantly thinking about you. The memories that y'all have, that y'all share, they never leave their mind. They compare the lovemaking to like art. Okay? So something about that is very specific for someone. Okay. Okay. The Two of Cups in reverse. This person does not like being separated from you. Okay. This person feels like you may potentially be moving on. Two of Cups in reverse. This scares them. Five of Wands is conflict. Six of Pentacles is reciprocity. And the Six of Cups is memories. All right. So they could be thinking back like, did I do enough? Maybe I didn't do enough. Okay. To show them that I care. Because when I tell you that's the one thing that I keep seeing in a lot of these cards. Let me pull it up. The Seven of Swords is the underline. It's the energy of deception. All right. Let me show you. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to find the cards. All right, and 1 second. All right, so look at this, okay? In the Five of Wands, excuse me, in the Page of Cups, we have the person in the background with somebody else. In the Hermit, you have the person in the background with somebody else, lovemaking. In the Five of Wands, you have the person in the background with somebody else, lovemaking. But I feel like all that came after Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, where this person was doing whatever they were doing with whomever they were with. Okay? And I say that because, no, take the sex out of it, but male would represent the masculine in this essence, right, at this time, and the female in this card would represent the feminine energy at this time. There's no gender interrow, okay? I'm just saying for the sake of the example, okay? So it's all because of this. So you see the frustration with this person? Oh, I'm afraid that there could be somebody else over there. Maybe they're into someone else. They've opened their options up. They're no longer into me. They don't think of me the same. Whatever it is, they're stopping themselves from coming towards you and expressing themselves the way that they would like, even though you're picking up on everything intuitively, because you have an intuitive bond. But it's because of that fear, the fear of, oh, what are you over there doing? Who are you with? Things like that, right? It could be anything. All they know is this is what they want to do. They want to make this love offer. They want to come into union. This would be their ideal situation. But that's if you can forgive them, if the two of you can resolve the conflict, right? So let's see. All right. Okay, Star card. Yeah, I feel like they would have to just take action that they feel divinely guided to take. Okay? That's what they would have to do. Take the action that they feel divinely guided to take. And I feel like they're going to. Knight of Swords is when I know what I want to do and I'm going for it. Two of Pentacles, I'm going back and forth about this for a long enough time. This is what my heart desires. This Empress, this Divine Feminine. Alright, so they're in the energy now as to where it's like bold and courageous, even if you were dealing with somebody else, even if somebody else did come in the picture. Guess what? I'm coming in anyway. That's the energy here. All right, I'm determined. Again, I've matured. I'm carrying this heavy burden in my heart because I'm desiring this Empress, and I just want to nurture our connection. So that's where they're at. You know, again, they want to come and make a very specific offer. Okay, But yes, they definitely want to come into union with you. That's here. Ace of Cups, Four of Wands. All right. Commitment is on the board. So those are the messages, y'all. Just a quick energy check-in. Nothing too major. We'll do something else a little bit later. All right. Those are the messages for the time being. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. If you are looking to book personals with me, that information can be found in the description box beneath this video. Peace and heavy.